You see the number $24,500. That's how much the IRS lets you put into a 401k in 2026. You do the rough math. 20 years of that, call it half a million. You assume that's roughly what you'd end up with. It isn't. After 20 years of maxing out, the number on the screen is closer to 1.1 million, and the other $600,000 didn't come from your paycheck. So here's the hypothetical. You're 45. You make enough money that maxing out is technically possible. You decide today, right now, that for the next 20 years, you are going to put in the federal limit. Every single year. No exceptions. No missed contributions during a layoff. No reduced contributions during a divorce. No skipped years to put a kid through college. You hit the cap. Every year. For 20 years. What does that actually do? Start with what you put in. The 2026 limit is $24,500. The limit grows roughly with inflation, so by 2045 it lands somewhere around $42,000. Average across the 20 years, about $32,000 a year in nominal dollars. In current dollars, it's closer to $490,000 in. That part you understand. That part is just math. Here's the part most people miss. A 401k has two compounding engines stacked on top of each other. Engine 1 is what you'd expect. Your money is invested. It earns a return. The S&P 500 has averaged about 8% per year after inflation over the last 20 years. So your money grows. Engine 2 is the part you don't see. Your contributions go in pre-tax. Every dollar you put into your 401k is a dollar that hasn't been taxed yet. If you're in a 24% bracket, $24,500 of pre-tax contribution would have shrunk to about $18,620 if it had to clear payroll tax first. But it doesn't. The full $24,500 hits the account. That's the silent move. You aren't compounding on after-tax dollars. You're compounding on pre-tax dollars. More money working from day one for 2 decades. Stack the engines together. 20 years of $24,500 contributions at 8% real return. The number is $1.12 million. You contributed roughly $490,000 in current dollars. The other $630,000 came from the math. That's not luck. That's not market timing. That's 2 engines running in the background, every paycheck for 2 decades. But here's where the calculator lies to you. The straight line outcome assumes you actually do it. 20 years, no interruptions. No years where life knocks you sideways. So let's run 3 versions. Scenario 1, the straight line. You max out every year, 20 for 20. The end balance is about $1.12 million. Scenario 2, the real path. Life punches you 5 times in 20 years. A layoff that lasts 7 months, a medical bill that drains the surplus, a kid in college, a parent who needs care, a year where your bonus didn't show up. You miss 5 of the 20 years. The end balance is about $805,000. You put in less, sure, but the bigger hit is what didn't compound. 5 missed years isn't 25% off the top. It's closer to 28% because the missed years usually land early when the runway for growth was longest. Scenario 3, the default path. You don't max out. You contribute 10% of a $150,000 salary, the way most plans default you in. That's $15,000 a year. You never increase it. You never hit the cap. The end balance is about $660,000. Look at the gap. Maxing out for 20 years gets you to $1.12 million. Defaulting to 10% gets you to $660,000. Same job, same income, same investment account, same market. The only variable that changed is the contribution percentage. That gap is $460,000. That's a house. That's another decade of retirement. That's a college fund. All of it sitting on the other side of one number. What percent of your paycheck you direct into the account? It's not how much you earn, it's how much you direct. Here's the part that should make you pause. According to Vanguard's 2025 report, 14% of American workers maxed out their 401k last year. Among workers earning over $150,000, that number jumps to 49%. Among workers earning between $75,000 and $99,000, it drops to 2%. So the millionaire outcome isn't a willpower outcome. It's structural. You can only max out if you have the surplus, and you can only sustain it for 20 years if life doesn't punch you off the runway. You are not behind because you didn't try hard enough. The system is built, so consistency is the only ingredient that matters, and consistency is the hardest thing to protect when life keeps interrupting. It's not your effort. It is two engines compounding behind a number you can or cannot afford to hit. So tonight, open your 401k account. Find the field that shows your contribution as a percent of paycheck. Look at what you're putting in right now. Then look at what your plan would let you contribute to hit the cap. If those two numbers are far apart, you have a target. Increase your contribution by 1 percentage point. Just one. That's the move. The rest is 20 years and two engines. If you found this useful, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more simple explanations.